Hello YouTube, this is Stealthtaco here with my first gameplay commentary of all time. Today I'm going to be discussing the Battlefront update, and one of the things that I noticed happened besides what they told you about, like the Hoth costumes and all that stuff. Basically, what they have done in the update, they have, for lack of a better word, nerfed the Bowcaster. Just for the record, I hate when people say nerfed. It's annoying, but there really is no other word to describe what has happened here. So, the Bowcaster, that's a major bummer for me, because if you've watched any of my highlight reels, you'll notice that I use the Bowcaster quite a bit. And, you know, there are times where I get really lucky and get, you know, some kind of epic multi-kill or triple kill or something, and I post it in my highlight reels or something. And I think it's fun. But the Bowcaster is one of my favorite weapons in that game, and now they have changed it so that it does like 80 damage max now. You know, it's like fully charged. It's awful now. I think it's gone the way of the impact grenade. People were mad about grenade spamming and all that, and so, you know, they took down the damage of the impact grenade to 90 when you hit someone directly with it, so that's not an instant kill. I think people were getting mad about guys using the bounty hunter trait and getting to level 3 and getting instant cooldown when they get kills, so with star card cooldown, so then they could just jump around on the jetpack and Bowcaster over and over and over again. And I think that's what people got mad about and complained to DICE. So now DICE comes in and then nerfs the Bowcaster. Honestly, I'm a little bit disappointed because the Bowcaster, like I said, is my favorite weapon in this game. It was, I tried to use it and I shot some guy and I'm like, wait, what? It didn't kill him? It did like 80 damage? It was just weird, and it doesn't do any damage to heroes anymore, and it's just overall terrible now. And to me, that kind of sucks, because now there's not a single star card that is a decent explosive. The thermal detonator is okay. It's not great. It's an okay grenade. It does pretty low damage. You know, there are a lot of times when you get away from a thermal detonator explosion with at least 80% health. And then now the impact grenade is trash too, because you basically have to directly hit someone with it to even get it to do damage. And now that they've taken down the max damage of that, it's terrible too. Like I don't understand why they did that one, because it takes skill to hit someone with an impact grenade directly. You know, in Call of Duty, it's the tomahawk and throwing knife. If you hit someone with it, you get rewarded with an instant kill because it's hard to do. In this game, they took it down to 90 damage. Like, I don't want to go up and do 90 damage to someone, even though I've never used the impact grenade because I always thought it was terrible, even when it was a one-shot kill. But now that they've done that, it's even worse. And so then, that left only the Bowcaster as a decent explosive, as a really good explosive. It would consistently kill people in one shot, which is what an explosive should do. And now they've made it so that you can't even kill a guy with full health on that either. Really, there's no good star cards anymore. I'm not going to use a flash grenade. I hate flash grenades. Smoke grenades, what's the point of that? You know? And really the only good star card left that gets a kill with every shot is the pulse cannon. And the pulse cannon is my most hated star card. It is the worst. I hate when people use it. You know, people complain about grenade spamming and Battlefront ruining infantry, you know, combat experience. I think the pulse cannon ruins it. To me, it is the most overpowered gun in the game. It does massive damage to heroes, like 35 damage sometimes I've been hit by the pulse cannon, and it does 35 damage to a hero. Not only can a hero not block it, like lightsaber heroes, you know, Luke Skywalker and Darth Vader, but they can get sniped from across the map by the pulse cannon. You know, with the Bowcaster, yeah, the Bowcaster does massive damage to heroes too, It did about 20 to 30 depending on, you know, how close you got to them with the hit and, you know, how many bolts you had charged up and everything. But you had to be up close to get the hit with it. Otherwise it does no damage from range. Or you can get one bolt on target which does like 5 damage. If you can't do that with the pulse cannon. The pulse cannon can be shot from across the map and hit a hero and kill you. And it's like, that's lame. It's totally lame. And you have people that sit in the back of the map with the pulse cannon and just snipe the entire game, which is boring. I realize, yes, like hitting someone once with an impact grenade, that takes a little bit of skill, having to lead people and all that, but still, I think it's annoying. That's why I'm glad in this game that they didn't include an actual sniper rifle, like they do in, you know, Call of Duty, where you can always get a one-hit kill with a certain sniper rifle. I'm really glad they didn't include an actual sniper rifle. The T-21B is kind of a sniper rifle, but it still requires, you know, 3 shots to get a kill, which I think is awesome, because I think snipers truly ruin gameplay, like on the ground. It's just annoying, you know, you have to always worry about being sniped by someone, you know, with a pulse cannon or something as you're running around. And that's something else that annoys me too, is the homing shot. I'll tell you what, that is the worst thing ever. So really, by taking out the Bowcaster, you're making everyone basically either do the pulse cannon, the thermal detonator, or the homing shot, which is honestly terrible if you ask me, because I'm not going to use the thermal detonator because it's trash. I'm not going to use the Bowcaster anymore because it's trash. I hate the pulse cannon, and the homing shot I won't use just out of principle. So what are we supposed to do now? There's no explosives left. Basically, it's you either snipe or you shoot a homing rocket at someone. It's kind of, it's crap. I don't like that idea. So you can see here, with the Bowcaster, these 3 guys don't even know I'm there, and I blow them up with the Bowcaster. What is so wrong with that? You know? It's like, come on. What's so wrong with having a couple powerful explosives in the game? It just doesn't make sense to me. You know, people would rather, instead of either finding a different strategy to win in the game, or, you know, rage quitting, leaving the match, or turning off their console and taking a break, which, I'll tell you what, I rage all the time on this game, and if I do that, I either just leave the game or turn off the console and go, okay, I'm going to take a break for a little bit. You know, if that, instead of doing that, they'd rather just go complain to the developer and hope that they change it in another update. And that's awful to me. You know, but honestly, I kind of expected it, because DICE does this a lot with their games. If you ever played Battlefield 3, when frag rounds were good, when 12-gauge frag rounds were good, I mean, that was awesome. It was so good. Like, you'd get a USAS automatic shotgun and put frag rounds in it, and you would just go on 50 kill streaks. It was so good. It was that good. And then, because people complained about it, people who didn't have it, they released an update, and now frag rounds are the worst in the game. They are so bad, it takes an entire extended mag of like 12 rounds to get a kill with it. So, I mean, it's terrible. But anyway, just final thoughts. I'm a little bit bummed out about losing the Bowcaster. Actually, pretty much a bit bummed out about losing the Bowcaster. It's just awful to me. But anyway, my rant is over, if you can call it a rant. I feel pretty calm right now, if I'm going to be honest with you. Anyway, see you this Saturday with my next highlight reel, and it's a good one too. It's actually really awesome. I was super excited to get it put together. Anyway, see you later.